Okay, so the first procedure for the barbering test is going to be the men's haircut. So once you set up your station, you want to make sure that your station you have combs, clips, scissors, razor, attachments, clippers, trimmers, shaving gel, and astringent. Those are the things that you're gonna need for your haircut. At this point, they're gonna give you the instructions, and what you're gonna do first is sanitize your hands. So you come and sanitize your hands. So right here, I have my mannequin, and I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. This is already short, so let's pretend that it's a little longer. Whenever you take your mannequin, you want to take a mannequin with about this length of hair, about 2 inches to 3 inches long on the top. So that way you have enough hair to cut. If you take a mannequin that is already short, you need to cut at least half inch around all over the head. So if you take a mannequin this short, you may lose a lot of points. After you have everything set up and they give you instructions, first thing, sanitize your hands. Like I said, sanitize your hands. And what I'm gonna do is, since my clippers are already connected, what I'm gonna do is, see, this one has a little, not attachment, it's a protector. I'm gonna use number 2. I'm gonna attach number 2 first, and I'm gonna use number 2 all over right here, all over, just to remove the excess of hair. So I'm gonna hold with one hand, hold the head, and with the other one cut the hair all the way here. And it's gonna be a lot of hair that you're gonna be cutting, but it's gonna be more shorter. Then after this, I'm just cutting the excess of hair. You wanna make sure you can see the hairline. What I'm gonna do is, they want you to use the clipper with no attachment, so you may want to use the 0 right here, about an inch, right? So you're going to use 0 in this area, about an inch above of the hairline. Then you can put the number 1 with attachment and go 1 more inch, and then go back and blend it. So you want to make sure you blend the line in between. There is no line. They want to see you using the clipper with no attachment and clipper with attachment. Right? So I'm going to use a number 1 and number 0. Number 1, I go a little higher. Then once it's done, I go with the number 2 attachment and I go a little higher again. Remember, we used it before, so it is going to be easier. And you go number 2 around the ear as well. And then you go back again with the number 1 and blend. You don't want to see no lines. What they want to see is that you blend and there's no lines. So you go a little above and then you go back down. A little above and you go a little bit down. So you finish all over blending it. And now I'm going to do my next step, which is going to be clippers over comb. So I'm going to have my clippers in a 45-degree angle, my comb. And I use my clipper comb together with my clippers, and I finish this haircut all the way around. You're gonna have 40 minutes to do this. Okay, so that's one more technique. Then before you finish with clippers, you're gonna grab your trimmers, and they want to see that you guys are using your trimmers around the hairline. So right here is a 0. You do not need to do a line, but you need to use your trimmers around the ear, and then the trimmers here, make a line and clean the line. Okay, so trim and trim. Both sides the same. Finish. I'm done with the clippers, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet the hair on the top. So adjust the tripod. You finish adjusting the tripod, and then sanitize your hands again. Do not touch the client or your mannequin if you touch anything else. Whenever you're working, you cannot touch your hair, you cannot touch your glasses, nothing. That's why it's always recommended if you are have long hair to put it in a ponytail, right? So you don't have it on your way. So you wet the hair, all this hair on top, and you're gonna cut this hair at 90 degrees. If you're holding the hair right here and I take subsections in a horizontal way, right? Let's say I'm cutting it this way. I have to go back and check in the opposite direction and making sure there is even. Finish this line, go to the next line and do the same and cut it, okay? So right here, this part that you're cutting, you're gonna be doing it with the shears. If there is any water on the floor, whenever you're spraying the water, you wanna make sure you clean it right away. You can use paper towels or you can use, mostly paper towels. So see, I'm holding it at 90 degrees, cutting it, and close your shears, palm your shears this way. This is important because if not, they will take up points from you. Close your shears. Close your shears, see? Finish the haircut. Now you check this way. Close your shears. Make sure everything is the same length. Another line. And you do the same. You don't want to see no pieces of hair a little longer here or there. Alright? Finish. So if I finish all this section, now I'm gonna cross check this way as well, like forming an X. Alright? So I come over here and I check again, making sure it's even. Every subsection. Making sure it's even. All at 90 degrees. Now the other way around. I come to this side and cross check this way. See, right here I'm not cutting the hair no more, I'm just cross checking. Alright, finish. Now you finish this part and you finish the sides, but you still have to blend the top with the bottom. So in that case, what you're gonna do is bring the hair down and hold it straight out and try to blend it as much as possible. Bring the hair down and blend it, little bit at a time. It is better if you take very small subsections. Okay, so you can take subsections this way, separate the hair, blend it. Take another subsection, separate the hair and blend it. For better tension, you want to use the fine side of the comb, so you have better tension of the hair. Take another piece, no more than 1 inch wide subsections, and blend it. Okay, see this little corner? I had to blend that little corner. That little corner makes a difference when you finish the haircut. See, you blend it and you go piece by piece and blend it. Alright, so once you finish, right, and you check again, you check it in different directions, you're gonna do another technique. The last technique is the comb over shears, where you're gonna place your comb in this position and you're gonna use your shears just up, moving up and cutting the hair this way to blend the haircut, especially whenever you finish that clipper cut and you start the scissor cut. It's gonna be like a little heavy line of hair where you want to blend it, and use this technique to blend the haircut right here. So this is the last technique they want to see you doing. So remember, there are 5 different techniques that you have to do for the haircut. One is clippers with no guard, number 1. Number 2, clippers with a guard. Number 3, clippers over comb. Number 4, comb and shears. And number 5, shears over comb. Okay, so 5 different techniques. So once you finish, right, you double check, and the combs that you use as you finish using it, and also your shears, if you're not gonna use it no more, you put it on your soil container as you finish. All right, so